everybody, my name is Vinu Venkatesh and I'm back here again today to teach you English as part of the Sai Education group. Practice questions, and it is lecture 35. This is for Sai Education group and we are doing English, as you know. So let's start right away. Alright, so what does the first question say? It says Indian culture is rich and dash, and as a result unique in its own way. Manners and way of communication are one of the main components of our culture. Even though we accepted modern means of living, improved our lifestyle, our values and beliefs still remain unchanged. So first and foremost, let us understand what to expect in that blank. Rich is an adjective, and we know that when the conjunction and joins two words, then both words must be same. They must be of the same structure or form, and they must be either positive or both should be negative. In this case, rich is positive and it is an adjective. So in the blank also, it should be a positive word and it should be an adjective. Okay, what are our options? Diverse, yes, possible. Averse, no, because it's a negative word. If you read the paragraph, it has a positive meaning. So even that word should be positive. Also, rich is positive, and therefore the word after and must also be a positive adjective. Informative, possible, but it doesn't make any sense here because there's no point in saying Indian culture is informative. Reverse will not make sense because it's a bit negative. Courtesy is a noun, so it does not make sense. So the right answer is A, diverse. All right. Next. A person can change his way of clothing, way of eating and living, but the rich values in a person always dash unchanged because they are deeply rooted within our hearts, mind, body and soul, which we receive from our culture. Now, but the rich values, that's plural, right? So, the word after always must reflect this plural form. Right? It should be a plural verb. So what are the options? Remains. That's not right because it is singular. Right? B, consider. No, it doesn't make sense. Remaining. No. Reverent. No. Reformed. No. In fact, the right answer is A here because we all know that the correct answer is remain. But remain is not given. Then you choose the next best answer, which is A. Why? Because sometimes rich values, perhaps the person who prepared the question, he has used it as a singular word. It is not correct because rich values are always plural and therefore the verb must also be plural. But somehow the person who prepared this question has used rich values as singular, and therefore the correct option is remains. We don't have a better option, so we choose what is the best. Option C is not an answer because, which is the V4 form, because V4 always comes with the to be verb. For example, is going, is playing, is sleeping, is swimming, etc. Right? Next, Indian culture dash guests as God and serves them and takes care of them as if they are a part and parcel of the family itself. Even though we don't have anything to eat, the guests are never left hungry and are always looked after by the members of the family. Right? So Indian culture dash guests. So what is dash? It should be a verb in the singular form, correct? Because Indian culture is singular. A, malpractices, wrong because that is a noun, so that's not possible. Deals, no, because with deals we always use with. C, treats, possible. D, considers, possible. E, worship, no, because that's a plural verb. The correct answer is treats. It is not considers because when you use considers, as is never used after the verb considers. Okay, so that's why the right answer is C. You will never say Indian culture considers guests as God. Indian culture considers guests to be God, or guests God. Guests to be God, sorry. Next, elders and the respect for elders is a major component in Indian culture. Elders are the dash force for any family, and hence the love and respect for elders comes from dash and is not artificial. So what does the first blank tell us? It is an adjective, right? Because elders are is a verb, the dash force, right? Divisive force, no. Divisive is something which divides. Elders don't divide. B, momentous, no, it doesn't make sense. Momentary, no. Deriving, no, again, it doesn't make sense. E, driving, yes, that's possible. We respect our elders, they guide us, so they are the driving force for the family. All right, look at the second part of the sentence. The love and respect for elders comes from dash and is not artificial, right? So it is something, it is a noun, or it is not really a noun. It is a, what should I say? It's not an adjective. It is some location or something. Look at the options. A, within, possible. Surrounding, no. Proximity, no. Relations, no. E, society, no. So the right answer is A, within, because whenever we love or respect somebody, it always comes from within. It is not artificial, right? Next, an individual takes dash from his elders by touching their feet. Elders drill and pass on the Indian culture within us as we grow. Respect one another is another lesson that is taught from the books of Indian culture. So, in our culture, when we touch our elders' feet, what do we take from them? Blessings, right? So we look for the word blessings or something similar in meaning to blessings. Look at the options. Woes, no. Anathematize. What is anathematize? Means to curse. Definitely not. Benediction, yes. Benediction, it means a good wish. D, succor. Succor is like relief. It's not that. Pleasure, no. So it is C, benediction. Next. So that's why I always say, please also know your vocabulary. Knowing only grammar is not enough. Knowing vocabulary is also very important, right? All people are alike and respecting one another is one's dash. Abroad, the relation between the boss and the employee is like a dash and slave and is purely monetary, whereas in Indian culture, the relation between the boss and the employee is more like homely relations, unlike abroad. So all people are alike and respecting one another is one's dash. What do you think will be the answer? Is it one's wish? No, that is very bad. It should never be like that. One's duty? Possible. One's obligation? Maybe. So let's look at the options. Obligatory? No. It should be a noun, right? Because it's in a possessive case. Once is in a possessive case, right? It shows possession of something. So it should be a noun. Mandatory? No. These are all adjectives. Deliberate? No. Duty? Yes. Reverence? No. Reverence means to respect. One's reverence doesn't make any sense. It is one's duty. Look at the next options. Abroad, the relation between the boss and the employee is like a dash and slave. What? Boss and the employee, what is the relation like abroad? Like a master and slave, right? Or like a king and a slave. Look at the options. Master, possible. Tyrant is a person who always troubles. Same. Despot means the same. Pal, no. Peer, no. Because if it was peer means friend or of the same level, then they would not have used the word slave. Right? So the right answer is A for the second blank. Okay, you have to understand the question. Next. Helpful nature is another dash feature in our Indian culture. What kind of word do you think we should add here? Is it a verb? No. Verb is already there. Is, right? Is it an adjective? Yes. Because feature is a noun. Is it an adverb? Maybe. But more it is an adjective. Okay? So just keep that in mind. Right from our early days of childhood, we are taught to help one another in need of help and dash. Big clue. What is help? It is a noun. Therefore, what should the word after and be? It should also be a noun, because two words which are joined by and should be both positive or both negative, and they should have the same form and structure. So look at the first example. Helpful nature is another dash. It's an adjective there. Prominence, no, it is a noun. Striking, possible, it's an adjective. Sanguine means hopeful. So that does not fit here. So it cannot be C. Damnable, no. Damnable means something very bad. It is not bad, right? Helpful nature is always something good. So it is not damnable. Bewildering, no. Bewildering means surprising. No, it's not surprising. So it should be B. Striking feature or important feature, or a feature that stands out. Striking feature means feature that stands out. Okay, so the right answer for the first blank is B. Second, Right from our early days of childhood, we are taught to help one another in need of help and dash and recognition. We are taught to help one another in need of help and recognition. No. In need of help and glee. No, glee means happiness. It doesn't make sense. In need of help and miserable. No, miserable is an adjective. It should be a noun in the blank. In need of help and distress. Possible. In need of help and poverty. Not really. It should be in need of help and distress, right? Because distress means what? Trouble. So we are taught to help one another in need. That is a person who is in need of help and distress. Well, the question has not been formulated correctly, but the right answer is D. I have put the reference here. You can please check out this link for going through these practice questions again. So again, I'm repeating, please do study your lecture notes. Please do not lag behind, and let me know if I can add something that is more helpful for you guys or change. And see you all next time. Wish you all the very best.